What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Let me first start by saying what I just said, which is what I already said. Welcome. It's been a little bit. I know just released the podcast earlier this week. Before that, it was kind of just like a month and a half break. I know I've taken a few of those, but it's just, you know, when you're in a place where you're just enjoying life and doing things because you want to do them, you're not on a contract, you're not on a job, you're not required to do anything. So this is all just because I love it and I want to do it. So I kind of just was enjoying life, soaking it in. You know, I'm a senior, graduating here in about a month now. So it's pretty crazy. But anyway, enough of that. We're back on it. Happy to be here with another video. I've made a few videos on my channel, like having to do with U of I, just campus in general. I made an apartment vlog. Like my last video, I made top 5 pieces of advice that I would have for like myself as a freshman or like freshman coming in. You guys can check it out right up here or up there. I forget which side it's gonna be on. I like making those, and I just noticed it's really been shooting up in views and likes. And actually, a couple weeks ago, I was literally just walking across the quad and someone came up to me and we're like, "Hey, I saw your YouTube video. Like, you're that guy that was talking about U of I." And it was like, I saw you, and she was like, "I love that. Like, that was so helpful." So I was like, wow, thank you. That was obviously a really cool experience. But even besides that, I was just like, hey, maybe I should start making a few more of those videos, just because it sounds like people really enjoy like hearing, which makes sense. Like, you're gonna enjoy hearing advice and it's gonna be beneficial from someone who's had experience with the thing you're doing. So obviously, you know, as a second semester senior here, I've been around the block a few times as far as U of I and campus and things to do and things to eat. Which leads me into the course that this video is gonna take. I don't know why I said it like that. Maybe I got the masters on the mind, I'm blushing it here. But anyway, this is gonna be top 5 things at U of I to do for fun. A lot of people from out of town might be like, U of I, what's that? Like, there's just corn and everything? Yes, but there's a lot more to do for fun. Coming in at number 5, I'm gonna say just the downtown Champaign area and restaurants. I kid you not, there is a restaurant called Seven Saints that I went to when my parents dropped me off from college, and it has remained my favorite restaurant. I'm not gonna say in the world, but it is one of my favorite restaurants. It's called Seven Saints, I just said that. Such a good time. There's amazing restaurants down there. Big Grove Tavern, that's a classic, we always go there. But just the downtown Champaign area, it's just unbelievable. It's a really nice scene down there. Not what you think downtown Champaign would look like. Champaign, a lot of parts is like not great and not very scenic or anything, but downtown Champaign is pretty awesome. I would definitely recommend that. Grab a couple of your buddies, go down. Even if you don't have a car, which I didn't for my first 2 years, pretty easy to walk to or take a bus. Coming in at number 4, this is kind of like a seasonal thing, but just everything that comes with the fall. So you got Curtis, you got Barn Dance. Obviously, unfortunately, Barn Dance did not happen this year due to COVID. Curtis is basically an apple orchard and pumpkin farm that just, you're not a student at U of I if you don't go there in the fall, which is funny because I actually didn't go until my senior year. It's just an awesome time. It's just a great time. You can pick apples, like buy stuff. They got great apple cider donuts. I know those are always a classic. They got like a hayride and stuff like that. An apple launcher. They got mazes. It's awesome. It's just a good time. You know, we do like to play into the fact that it's a corn town, and I don't know, there's something just special about it. There's something just magical about it. Going along to number 3, we got sporting events. Obviously, I know at least my experience was when I picked U of I wasn't really thinking sports environment. I'm a huge sports fan and always have been, but I wasn't really expecting to come to U of I and there be much sports scene, but wow, was I wrong. Even though, let's face it, the football team blows, the tailgates are an amazing time. And actually, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. My brother still goes here and I still got a lot of friends, so when I come back as an alumni,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
I'm going to some tailgates. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Win or lose, it's just a fun time. Go out there. My parents have a bunch of alumni friends that went here as well. They just come down and have a good time. We meet the kids, whatever it may be. Just there's always tailgates going on. I guarantee you're gonna know someone who knows someone that's having a tailgate. It's right when the weather's changing, like the crisp, cold air, the leaves are changing, the hot dogs are going on the grill, the beers are flowing, right? So, you know, if you're of age, of course. Got the overalls rocking if you're like me. Get the face paint, capes. I think freshman year I was doing all that crazy shit. So even though it's not like a football school, it's definitely just an awesome time to go to the games, and I highly recommend it. Don't be one of those people that doesn't go to anything because you think you're too cool or you think it's lame and then you regret it. My position, sitting as a second semester senior, you're gonna be like, man, I really wish I had made the most of that. So do it. Obviously we had an early exit from what most of us were expecting, but basketball, Illini basketball is huge. You can buy season tickets for every home football game and every home basketball game. I think for like $100. Like the price might change, but that is an insane deal. Get a couple of your buddies together, do it. You will not regret it. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome time, even if by some strange reason you don't like sports. Number 2, picnics on the quad. It sounds really simple, but I don't know if you've ever been to campus, but it's just unreal. This campus is just beautiful. It's incredible. It is my favorite campus by far I've ever visited, just because of the fact that it's like, it checks all the boxes for me. It's its own thing. I never wanted to go to a city school, for example, a school in Chicago, because it's like, your campus, yeah, it's a campus, but it's like just the city. The campus doesn't have its own thing. Like Champaign or Urbana, not the same thing. Campus is campus. You see what I'm saying? So, check that box. It's got a beautiful layout. Everything feels like close enough together, but also spread enough apart. You can walk from one end of campus to the other in probably 20 minutes, maybe 15 if you're walking fast. It's big, but not too big. You see what I'm saying? Like you could drive across campus in like 3 minutes. And again, the main quad, it's just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Such a big selling point for people to come to U of I. And especially when the weather gets like this. I know we've been out there like throwing the Frisbee around, playing spike ball, getting Jimmy John's to bring out there. Just, it's an amazing time. So I highly recommend taking advantage of that quad. Get outside, enjoy the weather, bring your classes out there, bring your homework, especially in Zoom University. A bunch of us sometimes just do a class from out there. It's an awesome time. So go out, get that Frisbee going, get your shades, and have a day. Before I get to the final one, guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone out there that's been subscribed. Basically just giving some insight, and I know I've talked about this on my podcast and everything. Part of me for some time became too obsessed with the schedule of everything and like, oh, I gotta get a video out now. And like, I know this summer, like last year when my TikTok got big, and then like over quarantine, if there'd be like 2 days in a row where I didn't like post or go live or something, people would be like DMing me like, yo, when are you going live? Like, why haven't you posted anything? Is everything okay? And I just like got so caught up in that vicious cycle of like content, do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, get this scheduled, edit the YouTube video, get the podcast, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I just had to take a step back and be like, why? Like you don't owe anyone anything. It's not in a mean way, but like I'm doing this because I want to. I'm doing this to have fun. I'm doing this because I get enjoyment out of it. But I don't work for anyone. I'm not on a contract. This isn't a job. So I just took a step back, having fun with it, like podcast Monday, YouTube video Friday, a couple other posts here and there. But in general, just understand that. So, and I'm pretty sure that there's no one out there that's gonna have issues with that. So getting into number 1, the bars. The campus bars, cams, and red line. Something a little different than a lot of schools is that at U of I, at least in non-pandemic times, the campus bars are 19 plus, which basically means it's not a freebie to drink underage, but what it is you can still go and have fun even if you're not gonna drink. So like, I basically, once I turned 19 my freshman year, was able to go and get into the bars. It's just an awesome time. There's something just magical about just going out. You got that, like I'm looking out the window now, I can just feel, you got that vibe in the air. I feel sorry for those of you who are not gonna get to experience old cams because it's already gone, and if you're watching this video, chances are you're probably a newer student / younger student that haven't had that experience. That was an amazing vibe. New cams is great, it's just not the same, but I'm sure you're gonna have a great time. It's awesome, really updated well. They have like a really nice outdoor area, nice patio, nice things going on, tons of TVs. And Lion is just kind of just like a classic, like it's just awesome. Like it's just, obviously pre-pandemic, it's just where you go, like everyone's dancing, like you can't hear anything, you're screaming, you lose your voice, you get beer all over you and stuff. I had my 21st birthday beer shower there, so like definitely great memories. I said this when I made my last video too, like I'm making this video as if COVID isn't a thing. So hopefully, like I said, unfortunately I won't be quite as lucky, but those of you watching this video, fall 2021 should be incredible and should be basically back to normal. I know the hope is to be able to get everyone vaccinated and whatever and like have herd immunity by like July-ish. Hopefully 4th of July gatherings and fireworks and stuff. So I'm kind of hoping for that, but even if not, like by the fall, we should just be so ready, it's not even funny. I mean, I know I'm going to work in person in September, early September, so that lines up quite well with the beginning of the school year, so hopefully everything will be good there. I hope you guys have enjoyed. That's from a senior, someone who's been around the block a few times, someone who is as obsessed with this school as you could possibly be. That's my top 5 things to do for fun at U of I. Do not let people tell you there's nothing to do for fun here. Do not let people tell you it's just corn. Do not let people tell you anything. Orange and blue, baby, in the veins, in the blood. Go on my YouTube channel, I have some other videos. If you guys enjoyed this one, I'd really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. If you wanna see more videos like this one, I also do covers, travel vlogs, eating challenges, all kinds of stuff. If you also wanna smash that like button to let me know you liked it, I'd appreciate that. And hey, if you want to share it or DM me on anything, I got all my socials down there too, so check it out. If you liked it, feel free to hit me up. We got the TikTok, we got the podcast every Monday, which actually I'm now going to be posting my podcast episodes on YouTube as well. But yeah, like I said, all the links are down there. Have a great day, guys. I'm so glad to be back on the grind. We got a month left. Let's freaking make the most of it. Peace, guys.
And they say nothing lasts forever, but they